Greetings, fellow Earthlings and viewers across the World Wide Web. This is Tune 215, and right now we are in Charlotte, North Carolina. We're in the Lincoln Heights hood. We're making this left-hand turn on Kennesaw Drive. We just turned off on LaSalle Street, and we're gonna check out the neighborhood, see what it looked like. This comes up on one of the worst areas via the World Wide Web, so we're gonna see what it looked like in real life. We're in a residential neighborhood. Alright, that car's parking up. Thought they were going to pass by us. I see brick homes. Damn driveways. Little grassy areas out front. Wow, this street is called Hatteras, but the root word is hater. Pretty much take the word hater and the word as, put them together, and it says Hatteras or hater as. I don't know what that says, but I can spell it for you. Hatteras Avenue. Alright, we're gonna continue going. There's a dead end in front of us. Y'all wanna check it out? There's a cop on. Alright, chill. Let's check out this dead end. We'll make a U-turn, then we'll drive by that cop, and then we'll just continue traveling. Brick home on my left was painted blue. So I see a lot of these homes are built on bases, these low-level one-story homes. Now on the ride over here via North Carolina, we saw a few businesses that specialize in selling homes that were very similar to this, not the brick ones, but the ones that have vinyl siding, and they were starting off at $30,000. Brand new homes. It was basically a lot with like 40 homes, and they look kind of like a mobile home that you can pick them up and have it delivered. They probably split it in two and then they connect it and build it in the front of your property. Not like these brick ones on my left or these brick ones on my right, but the ones with the vinyl siding. Alright, we're approaching Hater Ave again. I'm gonna make this left. We got this cop parked right here, so let's drive by and see what he or she is up to. We're next to the 26 bus stop. This is what the Charlotte police car looks like over here in North Carolina. We're traveling 14 miles per hour. I'm gonna make this left-hand turn. We're turning left on Jennings Street. See, like these houses on my right, the one with the vinyl siding, and it looked like right here they're built on a brick foundation. I seen one with a cinder block foundation. So I wonder if those people ordered like those pre-made houses, place them on the property, and make like a base for them. You know what I mean? Or are they just made here? Kind of like a prefab house. Wow, there was a crazy looking Ford Taurus on my left hand side. I mean a Ford Focus. I'm sorry, I said Ford Taurus. Alright, we're on Jennings and Newcastle Street, 1500 block of Newcastle. We're gonna continue traveling forward. Seems to be like a one-story neighborhood so far. We're gonna make this right-hand turn. We got the mail carrier on my left-hand side, the mailman. We're on St. Paul, the 1800 block of St. Paul. We're now approaching St. Paul and Irma Street, the 1700 block of Irma. We're gonna make this right-hand turn on Irma Street. I used to go to school. In high school, there was a female that was in one of my classes named Irma, and her birthday was 4 days before mine. Alright, so some of these houses have side garages and or side awnings and little side driveways. Both these dudes' doors are open. Go figure, huh? I know this is a small car, but it ain't small enough. It ain't like a piece of paper. I can't slide through that. So I'm gonna have to wait till somebody closes their door. Gentleman's very well dressed. He has a nice top coat, top vest on, like a royal blue. He had his dreads. That might have been his work vehicle and his personal vehicle. He looked like he was about to go out to a ball, to like a gala. He was well dressed. At first, I thought that was two separate people's vehicles. I thought one on the right belonged to somebody else, and the dude on the left, I thought he was working. I ain't even expect him to have the nice, little silky jacket or whatever it was. It was like one of them top vests. He had some slacks, and he had some nice shoes on. And his hair was well did. All right, we're on Hateraz and Irma. I'm gonna cross over. The police is still on my far right. Actually, there's a female talking to the police right now as we speak. They keyed the hood on the car that we just passed, and the word that they keyed on it said "ho," H-O-E, ho, and they like scratched it in really deep. It said "ho." I guess I don't know if it's a female that drives the vehicle and they calling her a hoe, or I don't know if it's a male that drives the vehicle. And sometimes that's slang in different states. You can use that for like a man, like, you a hoe. Crazy though, right? All right, in front of us is a no outlet, so we're on Irma and LaSalle. So we're gonna make this left-hand turn on LaSalle Street, the 1800 block of LaSalle. We're gonna make this left-hand turn right here on Haynes, LaSalle and Haynes. Now Lincoln Heights is on both sides of LaSalle. We keep turning left on LaSalle because I figured might as well do this little quadrant before we go to the opposite side of LaSalle. The opposite side looks like it has like a park and all of that. It's a large green patch. Remember, this is the Lincoln Heights neighborhood. And what's funny is that when I went to California and I did some tours in California for that short period while I was there, we got a gentleman on my right hand side. We're at Hateraz and Haynes. When I was in California, I did a tour of a neighborhood that was also considered one of the worst neighborhoods, called Lincoln Heights. And that neighborhood came up as being primarily Hispanics, Samoans, and Pacific Islanders. I believe that was the ethnicity that predominantly lived in that neighborhood. We're on Haynes and St. Mark Street. And now we're in Charlotte, North Carolina on the East Coast, and I'm doing another neighborhood that comes up on one of the worst areas list called Lincoln Heights. But it looks good. It looks good thus far. I mean, we're on St. John. On my right is a dead end. It literally looks like nothing but bushes and trees, so I'm not even gonna waste my time to go down there. An RV on my right, Class A. It's called a Safari. Looks like an older 90s model. They had that Jesus fish as the front tag. We had a BMW on my left, a 3 Series. They were doing some work on the wheel. We're at Haynes and St. Paul. I'm gonna make this right-hand turn. Oh, that's a dead end on my right too. All right, so we just ran into a dead end on both sides. It looks like on the map, there's a large gap before you get to the next block. So we're back at Irma. Let's take this down 3 or 4 blocks. Past Irma. We're passing Irma now. Let's see. I can't go right. If I go right, I'm gonna come out of the neighborhood boundary. Let me see. Yeah, if I go right just 1 block, I'm gonna come out of the boundary. However, if I go right, come out the boundary, and then go left, and I come back in the boundary, we'll be in another block that we didn't visit yet in the Lincoln Heights neighborhood. So let's see what this looks like. I'm gonna let you guys know when we come out of the boundary. Entering historic Oak Lawn Park community. Boom, right here. Wow, so technically, they literally let us know when we were leaving the boundary. So now we're in the Oakland Park community. Now we're gonna make this left-hand turn, and on top of the signs it says Historic Oak Lawn Park Community. Since, I can't see, let me squint, let me see. Since 1955. Alright, this is a blinking red light, so that just pretty much means stop. So now we're on the borderline of Lincoln Heights, and I'm assuming the Oak Lawn community, because the map still shows this as the borderline of Lincoln Heights. Alright, we're gonna make a left coming up here. So on my right, what I assume to be Oak Lawn, and on my left is Lincoln Heights. Let's make this left on Gun Street. Russell and Gun. Like a pistol, but with two ends. Let's make this left on the 1500 block of Gun Street. Wonder how many people own a gun on Gun Street. They're doing a clean out on my left and one of them large containers. We're traveling like 11, 12 miles an hour, guys. A lot of one-story houses in this neighborhood. The house on my left has like several roof patchings. I guess their house was leaking and they just randomly kept patching it up with like, I'm assuming, it almost looks like a tarp. It looks like they try to patch it up with a tarp. A tarp isn't too effective because it'll still leak. Let's make this left-hand turn on K. This is K Street? Yeah, K. We're on K and Gun. K and Gun. Oh wow, there's a dog over here, guys. Oh, but there's a yard right there with a dog kennel. All right, cool. I was about to say, yo, there's a little pit bull. Oh, yo, I wanna hug you. The back door's open and everything. Oh man, it was a female dog, but there was a dog kennel and everything right there. So, you know, cause I be trying to help animals, yo. I was about to just like jump out and go squeeze it. Like, come here, doggy. My dog's not gonna like that cause she watching me. She gonna be jealous. She like, why you over there hugging that dog, huh? But there was a yard with the door open and they had a little dog cage with a bowl of food in it. And you know what I mean? So that just basically means they're allowing their dog to go poop around their lawn without being out there to watch it. Cause there's nobody out there. The dog was out there by itself. But in Philly, some people just let their dog, they open up the door, they let the dog go outside, poop, and they expect their dog to come back. Like I don't know how you can do that. If a car hits your dog, you know, then it's your fault. It's not the dog's fault. It's not the owner of the car's fault. It's the person who sent their dog out there unsupervised fault. They're doing a toilet in this house, am I right? There's some 4x4 wood also. And we're gonna make a right coming up. Look at this yard on my right. Somebody must love yard work. Got a bunch of mulch. You got several other yard tools. The SI Civic on the left. We're on Jennings in Newcastle. I'm gonna make this right-hand turn on Jennings. We're next to the 26 bus stop. Classic car on my right. Look at that thing under the awning. Got a little bit of rust. Got some flats too. But it's still a classic, y'all. That joint was nice. Oh, we passed this because I remember that wacky looking Ford Focus. Alright, so let's make this right-hand turn on Hatteras. And then we're going to turn once again. We're going to turn right. We'll turn like a block or two right, and then we'll bust a left. We got the cop right here on my right-hand side. Now he's on my left-hand side. So y'all saw that cop from two different views. We're passing Kennesaw. We're gonna make this left-hand turn right here. We got a gentleman on my left. This is Erie Street. We're gonna turn left on Erie Street. We have an Erie in Philly. It's Erie Avenue, and it's really wide. It's not small like this. This is a street, Erie Street. So, I don't know if it's with all big cities, but some of the streets were rough over here. They're not as bad as Baltimore. No offense to my Baltimore family. I love Baltimore. Baltimore's a dope city, but y'all got some messed up streets, yo. And I don't want to hear too is because you in that little microscopic car. Because when I went over there in my SUV, it was the same exact thing. It was some rough roads. It still hit hard. Probably not as hard, but them roads didn't change much. You know, I think you need a monster truck to travel in that city. But over here, the roads are a little rough. They're not as bad, but they're rough. And it got me thinking, like, is it just a city thing? Like, when it comes to cities, the street department doesn't fix the streets or something? They just let them fall apart? I don't know. Wondering. All right, we're on the other half. Remember, we talked about we was on one half of LaSalle? Now we're on the other half of LaSalle. So it looks like we got a few more people out here. People on my right. He was at the door. Some older folk right here on his phone. Let's make this left-hand turn on Catherine Simmons Ave. Erie and Catherine Simmons. Say that with me. Catherine Simmons. Don't I have a viewer named Catherine? I think so. Kathy? Catherine? Something like that? I could have swore I did. Right, we're doing like 14 miles an hour. We got Kennesaw. We're on Kennesaw. I'm going to make a right. And then we'll make a left. And then we'll try to zigzag up and down. Lincoln Heights Neighborhood Park on my left. Y'all, my bad. I passed it kind of abruptly. But we'll end up passing it again. We got a bicycle on my left on the ground. We got a little toy car on my left. We got a gentleman right here waiting for the 26 bus stop. Bunch of cars parked on their lawns. Their lawns looking very discolored and they just look like dirt. We're on Newland. Came off of Kennesaw and Newland. This street looks fresh. It feels fresh. This is definitely a nice street. So they made me eat my words. One block later, they ended up revitalizing the block. But look, the street looks new. It's actually new. You can see in between the yellow lines, there's spray paint. That's because that's where they marked it so they could put them yellow lines. We're on Newland and Jennings. But a lot of like the main streets in the city and the highway, like the highway was pretty rough too. I'm like, whoa, this is a highway, bro? Like, why is the highway this rough? We got a gentleman on my left hand with a tire, what's that say? Tyron Distribution shirt. We're on the 1600 block of Jennings. This is that park, Lincoln Heights Park, right in front of us, guys. Lincoln Heights Park. I'm gonna make a right though, because we can't go through the park. See, there's a pathway on my left, there's a bench. That's a lot of greenery. That looks untamed. It looks like there's a basketball court, but like past the basketball court, it's just like mad trees, a bunch of trees, yo. Let's make this right on Irma and Catherine Simmons. We got a gentleman up there with a lion or tiger shirt, like a long sleeve tiger shirt. Also noticed we got some Hispanics on my right, like some Mexicans. And I see another dude with dreads. I was about to say that. I also noticed down south, I saw a lot of gentlemen with dreads. Let's make a little slow down here. We had somebody doing a cleanup. I guess they moved out. Let's make this left on. Nope, Dr. Weber is a dead end. There's no point in going there because there's like a moving truck and they got furniture in the street and everything. Got a scooter on my right hand side. Yeah, so I noticed that down south, a lot of the dudes have dreads, plaited hair, just mainly dreads. I see a lot of dudes with dreads. I saw a couple bald dudes, a couple dudes with short hair, but a lot of dreads. We got the Unique Lodge, number 85, FNAM, Prince Hall affiliated, Golden Hue chapter, number 15, Masonic Lodge. On my left-hand side of the Lincoln Heights hood. Wow. Alright, all this on my left is greenery, and it's untamed, and on the map it's basically taking us away from that grid format that we were following. We had it going there for a little bit. We were just zigzagging left and right and all that. I haven't found many neighborhoods like that in the Carolina, but I'm gonna make this left right here. Ahead of us is, oh, you can't. Oh, yes you can, go ahead. Oh, it's a road closed, so you actually can't. Redemption Worship Center on my right. Yeah, the road's closed. They're doing street work. So we're gonna make a left over here. We got a gentleman right here with a bottle of water, red shirt, mask, hat. He was sweaty, so he wiped his sweat off. Next to the 26 bus stop. We go 2-3 blocks ahead of us, and we'll hit 90. Is 85. I'm sorry, I was gonna say 95. We'll hit 85 and Route 77. We're at Gilbert Street and Newland Road. We just turned off of Newland Road. I'm gonna allow this vehicle to go by. Alright, so we are now approaching the borderline of the neighborhood. Wow, that church looks interesting. On my left, I'm about to turn left. Like the top of it. We got a mattress on my right hand side. I guess that doesn't change. In cities, people don't know how to properly dispose of mattresses, so they go and they throw them at a random spot, and then the mattress sits there for days, if not weeks. West End. We're on the West End. We got the Lulia Market neighborhood store across the street. Speaking of market, I haven't seen many corner stores, markets, or anything of that nature. We're on Betty's Ford Road, spelled Beatty, but Betty's Ford Road. Look at this church right here on my right. I'm trying to go slow if I could. We got a mother with her children on the right hand side, waiting at the bus stop. Look at this church. I like the spikes up top, like the spiky design. You see it? And then it's colorful too. United House of Prayer for All People. Wow. Body and fender repair on my left, a body shop. And a funeral mortuary service. Dr. Weber Ave. I think we could turn left here. Or try to, right here. Catherine Simmons, there you go. The bottom of Catherine Simmons. University Park Plaza on my right. Betty's Ford and Catherine Simmons. North Carolina District 33. Nikki's Food Shop on my left. Yeah, I haven't seen. There's a dude that looked to be just sitting on the side of the sidewalk right here on my left. He was on the street. He had one of his socks and shoes off. The other one was on. There's a boarded up house on my left hand side. We're at Custer and Catherine Simmons. When I hear the word Custer, I think of Crip Mac from California, the latest viral sensation. And he'd be like, "Fa Crip," and you know how Crips don't like to say the letter B, so they replace most words that have a letter B with C. So instead of saying "you a buster," he'll say "you a Custer." You know what I mean? The only time that I hear him say B is when he says "big booty sitches." Let's make this left right here on Augusta Street. Instead of saying big booty B-I-T-C-H's, you know what I mean? He says big booty sitches. This female on my right came out abruptly from the side of that property, as well as the gentleman. She had what looked to be like a medical bandage on her arm, on her inner arm. We got Lincoln Heights Daycare, 1 to 12 years of age on my left. I'm gonna go left right here. On my right is a dead end. Yeah, so he'll replace all of the B's with C. Go ahead, ma'am. You wanna go? Go ahead. This is the lady that abruptly walked by. I don't know what she's up to, but good luck, ma'am. Wish you luck. Passing Weber Dentistry. Now let's make this left-hand turn. Yeah, I saw him a few months ago before he like really blew up. And I told my wife, she knows it. I said it. I said, this guy's gonna be a sensation. I said it. I said, he's gonna be the next big thing. Because his demeanor, just his appearance, his persona, like his voice, just the character that he was or is. And yeah, he ended up being really popular. He's continuing to grow. We're on Custer and Catherine Simmons. He says that a lot. Yeah, he'd be like, I'm not even gonna say what he'd be like, but you can look up his videos. Crip Mac. He's from the West Coast, Cali to be exact. He's a Crip. And he has a lot of viral interviews and popular interviews. Like you can watch his interviews. And surprisingly enough, despite this gentleman's appearance, we're on Custer and LaSalle. Despite his appearance, he gets love from all walks of life. Like everybody's wishing him mad luck. Let me speak in English. Many citizens are wishing him good luck. Like people from all walks of life are saying that they hope that he lives to be 100, that vote him for president, that he's such a likable character, that that they should have a cartoon and have him as the voiceover. Basically, long story short, people love him. Let's make this right on Madrid. I'm sorry. Madrid is a no outlet. Well, there was a car behind me that was tailing me hard. Let's make this little U-turn right here. We got a female on my left-hand side. She's on her property. He's not hitting nobody's mailbox either. We got a gentleman right here. He is also working on his vehicular device in front of his property. He just ran into the house. But yeah, so we're on Madrid and LaSalle Street. So yeah, he's getting a lot of support, a lot of love, a lot of authentic love, which is interesting because most people are really, especially with the internet, they're really mean. People behind keyboards can be mean and vent all their worldly frustrations on you, the content creator. But they love him, so I wish him luck, man. I hope he could. There's a dead end on my left too, but guess what? I'm gonna go because this car behind me speeding. Oh, this ain't nothing. Yeah, so it looks like we covered a good 85, I would say 95. Oh, that's the entrance to Lincoln Park right there. I don't know how many of you would want to come to this park, yet alone at nighttime, you know what I mean? They say there's security cameras in here. I think that's a private, yeah. There's a private security system on my right-hand side. I see it pointed directly at the park. It looks like a really good camera too. Maybe they're looking out for the community. But yeah, guys, it looks like we pretty much covered majority of the Lincoln Heights neighborhood. It was a small neighborhood. A lot of the neighborhoods that are on the list are really small. We're about to do another neighborhood next that comes up as number 1, being the worst. And it's small. It's a small neighborhood, but I still want to cover it just to look at it, see what it looks like, get an idea of, what could be considered the worst in another city/state. With that being said, show some love. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, turn on the notification bell because we got a giveaway coming very soon at 50,000 subscribers. When the Tune 215 channel reaches 50K and Tune Be Chillin' reaches 1,000 subscribers, that's 51,000 subscribers between both channels. When they both reach their milestones, we're gonna give away a GoTrex e-scooter. We got a first, second, and third prize also. It's not a scooter. Second place, third place, not a scooter, but I think it's still something worth looking into. Check out the giveaway video on the Tune Be Chillin' YouTube channel. Turn your notification bell. Stay tuned for our next upload, y'all. Thank you for watching. Share your thoughts, comments, knowledge, memories, and until next time. This is your homeboy Tune, Mr. Tune Dollars, Tune 215. Y'all know, Tune Be Chillin', and I'm tuning out.